Pam Thompson.
Yes.
I mean, just the name. Oh, so, oops, I just attacked my microphone.
Okay.
Just the name. I need you to know something.
Okay.
Even before we start. I've been here for 23 years. I have no idea how long you've been here. Probably said
33.
There you go. But I distinctly recall out of a half a dozen names, or maybe a dozen names of important people that I was told to remember when I started working at Vallarta Lifestyles 23 years ago. One of those names was yours.
Oh, wow. 23 years ago.
It's been a while, and we've changed. You've changed, I've changed.
Yeah.
Things have happened, but you were then and are now one of the most important voices in our city that connects or creates connections or fosters or celebrates connections between the medical services available in Puerto Vallarta and the community at large, which includes English speakers and Spanish speakers as well.
Well, thank you, but I don't think, I mean, I'm really humbled because I don't ever really think of myself that way. Yeah, I know a lot of people, but I don't think I'm like an important voice.
Well, that sounds like something you and I have in common. I mean, for example, do they call you a celebrity? They call me a celebrity. And
Yeah, but I don't like it.
I don't like
they
it
call
either.
me a guru, and I really don't like that word.
You know, I don't react negatively. See, this is going to be a huge compare and contrast.
Okay,
Because
okay.
when I run into people on the street, the people will say, "Oh, Paco, but you're a celebrity." And I'm always humbled.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what I know what to do.
Absolutely.
So how did you decide you were going to do what you do so well?
How did I decide? Well, I moved here and I got so lucky because I was offered a job as a destination rep for SunQuest, which is a Canadian company. Remember the days of the big charters?
Oh, yes.
And I mean, I didn't know an airport manifest from a hotel reservation, but I was so lucky. I met a lady who remains today one of my best friends that she said, "Come on, I'll teach you." So I did that. And I learned about Vallarta. I learned about the hotels. I learned many things that way. They sent me to work in the Dominican Republic. I was so homesick for Vallarta. I came back. I did another season. And I said, I want to go back to medical something. So I did, and I went to work with air evacuation, and I supervised some paramedics and did air evacs. And it just kind of grew from there. I never in my wildest dreams thought it would be what it is today, or how much that I've done.
If you wake up in the morning and you think about that, what is the part that becomes more challenging for you to believe about what your life has become today?
Well, like when you say that it's like a celebrity or a voice, I mean, that's not challenging, but it's something, honestly, I don't really think of.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like what you said, just do my job. You know, you do your job the best you can, I do too, but I don't do it with the intention of being a celebrity. And I'm not a guru, I just don't like that word.
Guru is complicated.
I think I always tell people, after this long, I've been here so long, that's one of the reasons it works, because I have the experience. You know, it's very rare that I get something that I've not dealt with in the past, but I don't ever have a boring day.
Let's rewind for a second, because I put words in your mouth and I spoke a little bit about what you do, et cetera, et cetera. But my goal today is to get some clarity on what you do and what you don't do.
Okay.
Because I'm sure there must be some misconceptions out there.
Sure.
So if I'm just meeting you at a cocktail party and I'm like, think you're sexy and I want to hit on you, and
I'd rather eat dirt than go to a cocktail party and small talk, but let's pretend.
well, there you go. Take a note of that. Take a note of that. So now this is about getting to know Pam Thompson better. Do not invite her to cocktail parties. I don't go either.
Okay.
But let's say that we were in a bar.
Okay.
And you're sitting by yourself and we're cocktailing and I'm like looking at you and I'm like going, hoochie, coochie. And I ask you, so what do you do?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I can imagine. What do you do, Pam?
That has to be what Patrick Harrison taught me many years ago, to learn an elevator speech of what I do, that I could give it in going up in an elevator at that amount of time.
Oh, yes.
I like to describe it as a go-between between the English-speaking community and the medical community, but I also do work with a lot of local Mexicans. I do everything from make appointments to accompany the spouse whose husband just died. I accompany them to the funeral home. I we have many people coming to Vallarta now for surgeries. So lately, that's been a big focus of mine, and it's good for everybody. I have monthly clinics, well-checked clinics, ears, eyes, feet, mammogram, whatever part of the body, and I've done those for the mammogram clinic 22 years.
Wow.
Every month, 2 mammogram clinics a month with the oncologist. Well, we were just talking the other day how many patients we've seen and how many positive biopsies we've had for women and how well they're doing because we caught it early. Those are the things that make me feel real good. What else do I do? I have a lot of speakers programs where I have some of my doctors speaking, or I speak, or I go to whatever. Last year I did like Bayview Grand with all the residents there, a couple big places in Puerto Vallarta, really anybody who wants me, and I just talk about general health care, insurance. I have one that's end-of-life decisions, and I had a guy the other day email me and say, when are you going to do the How to Die class again?
The die class.
And I said, oh my God, is that what you got out of it? But it's end-of-life decision.
Of course, and this is a very important topic.
Yeah, it is if you're going to live here full-time.
Yeah.
Yes, I have an office inside Hospital Hoya Marina, and I do, in high season especially, go to see the inpatients every day. And also, not every day, but sometimes in Riviera, Hospital Hoya Riviera. But I really want to pull back from that. I want to, the staff can call me if they have an English-speaking person that really needs some extra help. But if it's a complaint, oh, my coffee wasn't hot, they can figure out what to do. That's what I told Dr. Hoya the other day. They can figure out what to do.
Do you get phone calls like that? Or
Yeah, well, I get complaints like that.
you get complaints like that?
But I mean, we have a fairly good staff that's bilingual, and they can usually figure it out, or they'll call me. I want to be more focused on the intensive care patients and their families. They kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Wow.
What do? I could just go on and on and on.
Well, you're giving me some clarity because I know, and I've always known that you are associated with the Hoya Hospital. But you also have an entity called Healthcare Resources.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Okay, Healthcare Resources started as an independent company, and I come back to Patrick Harrison. He's the one who helped me start it. And I did it because I wanted to be I wanted to be independent. I didn't want to be associated with only one hospital or one doctor. And that's how the clinics run. My clinics, I don't even have any clinics at Hospital Hoya, for example. They are in different locations. It depends on the doctor and depends on the clinic. I get a lot of emails through there. I never knew it was going to turn out to be this big. It's kind of integrated now into what I'm doing. I mean, can I talk about how I get paid? Because that's always a...
Well, I was going to get to that.
Okay.
And it's amazing because you must have read my mind, because I know how busy you are. And I know how long it took us for us to sit down and enjoy this wonderful frappuccino together. Who pays for your salary, and who pays for your time?
Okay, well, I'm paid mainly by Dr. Armando Hoya. I've worked for him, with him, 22 years. He says he works for me, that Pam runs the hospital, but that's not true. So he pays me well. I do have a contract with the hospital, and that pays for kind of covers my time at the hospital. I have right now about 34 specialty physicians. And after I work with them for about 6 months to a year, then we sit down and they have a set amount that they pay me every 3 months. And it doesn't matter if I send them 1 patient or 20 patients for surgeries, it's the same amount. Why do I do that? Because I want to know how much I'm going to get paid and when I'm going to get paid. I mean, I'm really, truly working now to pay for my grandchildren's university. And I'm not ready to retire. I'd like to cut back a little bit, but I'll keep working till I drop or until they graduate from college.
Here, here.
And so, yeah, I mean, I can work sometimes from home because a big amount of it is emails. Like I said, we have a lot of people coming, especially from Canada, for surgeries. The wait in Canada for a surgery can be 5 years. So, and that takes a lot of time and coordination, but I really like doing that.
I would love to ask you so many specific questions about, no, not yet, hold on. About surgeries and trends and this, that, and the other. But I am focused today on you.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I think we all get a little irrational when we have a medical emergency.
Of course.
You know, and that's perfectly understandable.
Yes.
And part of that lack of rationality has to do with just, what am I going to do? Who am I going to call?
Right.
Who is going to help me and help me make the best decision for myself? I would imagine that a lot of people may have misguided conceptions about your superpowers. Like some people must imagine that you can do this, but you cannot really do it. Or some people must be under the understanding that if they need this other thing, that you're going to automatically take care of it because you have superpowers. What are the biggest misconceptions that people have about what you do and what you are not prepared to do?
I can't do?
Yeah.
I don't answer my phone much.
Neither do I.
Unless it's my family or somebody that I know.
Chocala.
So if somebody has an emergency, they need to send me a text. A WhatsApp is the
WhatsApp is
best.
better.
For urgent, that's it. Because
Yes.
if you call me, I'm not going to answer. That's a kind of a challenge, because people call and think I remember who they are, or I know everything they want, and because I prefer to have everything written down anyway, or I'll forget it. What else? A big misconception is that in Mexico or in Puerto Vallarta that healthcare is free. There's no such thing.
Yes,
And
you are
that
correct.
people need to have a plan. Back to your emergency. I mean, if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, I will hope these people have a plan of what to do in case of emergency. And I do talks on it and meetings. I'm working on a project putting emergency things together for people. I'm 2 months behind in it, but I'll get it done eventually. People need to know what to do ahead of time, just like they need to know what to have ready before they move here. That medical services are not free.
Yes.
Even for the poorest of the poor Mexicans, they have to pay something.
You know what I hear a lot? Well, not a lot, because I don't want you to lose any sleep tonight. But what about that? I hear this. It's like, well, you shouldn't find a doctor through Pam because it's going to be more expensive because she takes a commission.
Sure.
But you just said...
I don't.
You don't.
I would be so rich if I had...
Everybody, pay attention. She don't take no commission.
I mean, I'll take a coffee now and then, or people, really nice patients will send me flowers, or they give me gifts. Like this nice man just bought my frappe because I helped him. So those are the kind of things that I get.
I know that nice man.
Okay, well, I appreciate it.
He gets me frappes too.
Okay, so that's how I get paid, sort of. But, no, some people don't believe it. So I say, well, here's the number for the doctor's office. Well, I want to talk to the doctor. No, he went to medical school. He didn't go to reception school. You need to call his receptionist. And they usually find out that the receptionist doesn't speak much English. They might even get charged a little bit more. They don't have a follow-up. But I tell people, if you don't want me to do it, it's okay. And usually they figure out that, oh, it's easier to go through Pam.
Yeah. And this whole expectation that everybody that you call anywhere in Mexico is going to understand English,
Right.
that's a tough one. That deserves an entire,
A whole talk.
a whole conversation.
Right.
But we're not going to have that one today.
Okay.
How can this interview help people out there better understand how to, I'm going to say take advantage, but that's
Sure. No, but I understand.
that's a bad way
Yeah.
to word it. But I mean, you are like this delicious taco al pastor that everybody should try.
Okay.
But there's ways to go about it.
Sure.
We've talked about how it's easier to contact you directly through WhatsApp
Or email.
or email.
If it's not
We've talked
urgent.
about people that. How about Facebook? Like I'm blessed and humbled by other people that want to be my friends on Facebook, but on my personal Facebook page, I don't think I've written an update for like 6 years.
Oh, well, I put a lot of stuff on my Facebook.
You do.
I mean, I have like 1,000 pending friend requests, but I just don't do those because when I post things, they're public. So
Exactly.
anybody can see them. I found that that's the best way to do it. My grandkids tell me, but Grandma, Facebook is for old people. And I said, well, what can I say? And it's true. I mean, we're kind of in a bubble here in Vallarta in that everybody does Facebook. Really, outside, it's Instagram and some other things. So I do post everything on Facebook, every event, all my clinics, but on the website, I have a calendar with everything as well. People can contact me by WhatsApp if it's urgent. Otherwise, I would prefer an email. And I try to get to answer the emails within 24 hours. Sometimes people will email me and an hour later, they'll text me, you didn't answer me. Well, I don't have time to check my emails when I'm with patients and things. So I'm kind of winding, how do people take advantage of my services? Contact me. And I have, I'll teach you how to set an emergency program in order, specifically for you or for whoever is needed, especially for those that are just moving here. A lot of misconceptions. People think they need a primary care physician like they do in the United States and Canada. You don't need that here. We have specialists. You go directly to the specialist. A lot of people have questions about medications. I get a lot of those. Pam, can I buy this over the counter? But I gotta say, I use I call them my doctors. They're like my children, but I use my doctors a lot. I'm forever sending them a message. Is this medication available? And they always answer me right away. I mean, the joke at the hospital is that they'll come to me and say, Pam, can you ask Dr. Hoya this question? Why? Because he answers you right away. You're the only one. But, and I don't participate in a hospital drama or anything like that, but I always find it interesting that the people at the hospital think I run to him with every single problem. No way, I save up until I have a big one, and then I give him a call, or my doctors as well. My coworkers, I always say this on my Facebook page, they're a joy to work with. I love them. Some of the nurses I've worked with for more than 20 years. Wow. So that's to me, really important, a really important part of my work.
What do you do to charge your batteries?
Well, I read a lot.
Fiction, nonfiction? What?
I like, what is it called? Historical novels.
Okay.
I'm kind of in that group right now. I read. I've recently moved out of the South Side.
Bravo.
After 30-some years. And I'm in a colonia. I'm the only gringa in the whole colonia.
Good for you.
And I don't say where it is. Well, I can say where it is because nobody knows where it is. When I lived on the South Side, I literally would have people hollering my name out in front of my house.
I just walked right past it.
So I enjoy where I live now.
Good for you.
I can listen. I can hear birds, and there's no big building going on, and we have nice sidewalks, and my neighbors are wonderful. So I would say that. My grandkids, now they're grown. You know, years past, my downtime was with them. Now we text on WhatsApp about how the school was today.
Yay.
I mean, of course, I have a small group of friends
Good.
that I'm really comfortable with, and we go to lunch or go out, but my party days, you know, in Vallarta ended quite a while ago.
Well, this is so wonderful to know, Pam, because you don't need to hear it from me. You should be proud of all the wonderful things that you do.
Thank you.
And I know that many people feel that way. Are we missing anything? Like important things that people should know about
I just
you?
think, I mean, well, about me,
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're not going to open the can of worms of
That's
the
another
medical
talk
trend.
of
That's
what to do.
another conversation.
Okay.
But I want to, this is, and you're welcome to come back. I mean, if you folks are curious about this, then give us some feedback.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, you and I have something in common that I find holy, not as in whole, but holy as in holy. We are here to provide connections.
right.
And hopefully nurturing ones. I mean, to me, it's clear as day. We have that in common.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
And I admire you for what you do. So what can we wrap this up with that says something about who you are, who you've been, and what's coming?
Well, something that's really important to me and always has been, but especially now,
Go on.
are the locals.
Bravo.
I really push for people to do things local.
And okay, hold on. You mean locals as in?
Local Mexicans.
Oh, Mexican national locals.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I call them locals.
Okay, well, I understand that, but because my client
different.
base is
Right.
English-speaking locals, so
Right. No,
that's why
I mean
want-
Mexican
You mean those of us that
that are Mexican.
Mexicanos?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has, I mean, I'm really close with my coworkers. We talk about a lot of things that they would never talk with another gringa about.
Yeah.
Because we have that closeness and they're comfortable to talk with me. I just think there's so many, what's the word? When you start a job, entrepreneurs?
Entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
There's so many right now. And I love to be able to give them business. There's a group that do a lot of crafts now, and they teach classes, and I just think it's amazing.
I think that's awesome.
And I mean, not to go back to the hospital, Hoya, but a big connection now is it's becoming a teaching hospital. And I love that part.
Yes.
I love that.
The new hospital that's coming next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's that we've already connected. There's a new university, well, it's an old university in Bahia de Banderas Medical School. And they'll train at the hospital, and we work a lot with Cook. So I think it's so important that we give back to the community. That's where I'm talking about locals. I've worked with several, I work with several charities, Families of Kids with Cancer, BENU, which is upcoming the breast cancer awareness. Sometimes the fire department guys will call me and say, "Help him, this guy's gas tank blew up and his family doesn't have anything." I like to help the ones that fall through the cracks that don't have an English voice.
You know, that is so important because even as I have framed my aim at the English-speaking community, I am at the same time very mindful that it's just one of the places at the table. The table is large.
Yep.
And it's populated by mostly Spanish people.
Yes.
Spanish-speaking people sitting at the table. And it's easy to forget about that.
It is, especially if you are only with English-speaking people 24/7.
Yes.
You know, or you shop at La Comer and that's all you ever see. I mean, nothing wrong with shopping at La Comer, but if you live in a kind of a gringo bubble, and I say gringo all the time because I am one.
Yes. If you're saying gringo, it's no offense.
No, I've said it forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think I like to hear when people step out of the bubble and go visit the other colonias. People are always looking for restaurants. We have fabulous restaurants here, but go out into the neighborhoods. I mean, where I live, there's probably 30 taco stands that nobody knows about except for the local Mexicans, and they're way less expensive and they're delicious. So, get out of the bubble. That's important to me.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna leave a cliffhanger teaser.
Okay, all
because
right.
this is a real life story.
Okay.
Check it out. Just 3 days ago, maybe 4, I saw this headline about the percentage of Mexican women that suffer menopause, and how it is still a taboo subject
Right.
in Mexico. And I'm like, really? Really? Like, I would think that talking about the vapors and this, that, and the other should not be a taboo. But I stopped thinking, and I said to myself, I'm going to do some research about this because this is an interesting cultural difference that people may not know about.
Sure.
So I'm not going to ask you to go there.
Okay.
Instead, let's keep the conversation.
Okay,
open.
sure. Happy to do it.
Yes.
I'm happy to keep on going about anything.
Well, Pam, let's keep on going about our lattes.
Okay.
Our frozen lattes, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Let's do this again.
Soon.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.